So, some people were asking how my furnace setup works. Now, this is obviously pre-gas patch, so we're using volatiles. So, starting from my gas tanks, we have oxygen and volatiles coming to a mixer, which controlled by this IC10, which also controls the various safeties and pressurization on the actual furnace, sort of like everything up until this point in the setup. This IC10 controls the mixers to pressurize the fuel buffer up to 20 megapascals. Then I can burn it into this pre-furnace buffer if I want high temperature, and if I want low temperature, I can pump in CO2 from my CO2 storage. And this buffer has the same volume, well, about the same volume, as a furnace, so I can prepare the exact pressure and temperature I want in here, and then pump it into the furnace. So, I've prepared the gas charge, I pump it in, and then this intake is locked by this lever, so if I say split off some cable coil and throw one on here, nothing happens. But if I pull the lever, then it goes in. So once I'm done smelting, it'll come out here. And I also have this little stacker to stack up the ingots. And then, this furnace does not lose any heat. It's perfectly insulated because I have the entire little room it's in pressurized with low pressure nitrogen. So then, once it's pumped out, you'll notice I'll actually pump a pretty decent charge in so we can see what's happening. Okay. So this light turns red in order to notify me that there is gas in the exhaust buffer. So I don't overpressurize it accidentally, though this is a pretty big buffer. That's not necessarily likely to happen. But anyway, up here, we have emergency blow-off, controlled by this IC10, and primary purpose of this is to take the large surge of gas out of the furnace and hold it until I can extract the water. So here, and then all of my filtrations are controlled by IC10 to not overpressurize their output and to stop when there's no input, so that they don't waste energy. So I filter out the water. Right now it's gaseous water. It's high pressure. It's high temperature steam, and then that is this is pressure valved into this little system here, which goes by this heat exchanger to one of my radiator stacks in the back and cools off this little set of tanks here, and then once the water is cool enough, it'll pump it out into my water tank. So the gas, all the other gases, go out here into this buffer, which cools everything down to, I believe, 160 Celsius via this heat exchanger and set of radiators. And I picked 160 because that is the temperature where even volatiles and nitrous are still gaseous, no matter what the pressure is. So off of here, I have another filter, which filters off and just vents the nitrous and pollutants, because I'm on the moon, I have no real use for them. So it vents off the nitrous and pollutants, and outputs to my low temperature buffer. And also this ice crusher goes to my low temperature buffer. which currently has nothing in it because all this stuff is too hot. Once this gets to 165, I mean 100, just plain 160, then this filtration will start transporting them. Let's see. Yeah, it's maintaining that because actually no, I think it's about to start cooling down because this has stopped. These have stopped pumping in new high temperature gas. Let's see, why is this not exactly working? Let's see. So we have 166 Celsius stuff here, and ooh, why is this not cooling? Should be cooling, I think. Oh. That's why. It's already done. Let's send in another gas charge. Let's see. Oh, that's out. So now... Hold on. Okay. Our pressure is just... Our volume just isn't high enough. Let's get an actual, like, big charge. And take it in and pump it out. So we can actually see things happen. There we go. Okay. So, okay, we have big charge coming, so, okay, now these are... This one's actually pumping... Is it? I think I have it... I have this one wait until there's a decent amount of pressure in here before it starts. But, oh yeah, it's above 160 Celsius, that's why. Okay. So, now if we look over here, yeah, okay. This valve is turning on and off. So the way I turn on and off the cooling so I don't overcool things is I have heat exchangers. So on this side, I have a charge of nitrogen in my radiators, and on this side, it's the same temperature as the gas I want to cool. And then when I want to cool, I connect it to this side, which has the radiators. So then I can just turn on and off the cooling, essentially. So, anyway, we have this, which is at the correct temperature, and now... Yeah, so now our low temperature system. Let's send in a bit more gas so we can see it's happening. Okay, so now we have more pressure in here. This is going to turn on. And so we pump into our low temperature, which then cools everything down to 20 Celsius, I believe, around 20 Celsius. And then we have each of these. So in our exhaust... Oh, I just pumped everything off again. So once... Hold on, let's put more gas into this. I should have just put in a huge amount of gas to start with. Anyway. Okay. So, let's see. Okay, 181, 180, it's cooling. I have an actual some amount of gas in here. 80. So, okay. So yeah, this filtration fills the low temperature one. The low temperature one is cooled down to about 20 Celsius, though it's kind of unstable because there's not much gas in here, because there's not much pressure. This all takes a lot longer if you have an actual like decently sized gas charge putting through it. Anyway, so then each of these filtrations will only activate if has the normal protections of turn off when there's no input pressure, and or if you're overpressuring the output, but also they will only pump in if the input is below about 20 Celsius. So they'll wait until this cooling system has cooled off the low temperature buffer enough. So you can see that all of these, all of my gas storages are at, I think I have this at point at 25 Celsius, about. So, yeah, that's how my furnace setup works. Oh, and I have this because if I, depending on certain ices, ice crusher, even with this filter, I'll still get, I believe, mostly nitrous in my low temperature buffer. So this gets rid of that. And then, yeah, I also have input for my ice, and also pressure regulated gas tank fill ports for various things I need. Yeah.